Hey guys, today what I wanted to speak my mind on is it that serious? Because this is something I've been pondering on for the past, I don't know, few days. And I was basically reflecting on how much my mindset has changed and how I went from a very I don't give a fuck, like genuinely don't give a fuck what happens to me, about what anybody thinks of me. Like I was just this, I wouldn't even say rebellious. I just really had a lack of grounding or connection to anything in my life, so it seemed. So nothing was serious, and I took everything as a joke. Everything was light-hearted. Didn't care if something shit happened. I was like, meh. And then like it kind of buries you deeper and deeper and deeper. And now I am like the entirely complete opposite in terms of the fact that like since I've started actually processing emotions and doing work like that and stuff, now everything is so serious. Like so serious. I don't know how to explain it. Like the most minor inconvenience will happen. Not even like an inconvenience, you know. I can get over being caught in traffic or something and not making someone on time. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like I just overanalyze everything now, and I'm very emotional, which is a good thing because now I'm letting myself feel and process these emotions. So it's like a contradiction in my mind of like when I am overthinking a situation or something far too deep into it, I'm like, but surely it's valid to be overthinking the situation because this is Derek. What are you doing? Derek is rubbing his head in the plants. Okay. Yeah, this is my experience, and emotion is kind of what makes you human, and it's like beautiful to experience these emotions. So on that side of things, I'm like, I let it run, and I'm like, yeah, I love journaling, I love analyzing, I love reflecting, and I love all of that stuff, but it does, like, there's obviously pros and cons, and there is that side to it which can get really dark and can be too much. And if you do like zoom out, do that whole graphic of zooming out of like the earth, the universe, etc., etc., seeing how small you are, then you do realize how insignificant that problem and that emotion is. But at the same time, it's not, it's so significant because this is your experience. So it's just like a big, I don't know. And basically what point I'm at now is I'm really okay with being emotional and trying to make sense of things, because that has helped me beyond measure in the person that I am today, and hopefully will continue to help me grow. But there are a lot of occasions where I'm like, I kind of wish I just would take that a bit less serious, you know what I mean? Like I do miss that light-hearted side of me. And the thing is that I think it's because my mum said it, my boyfriend said it and stuff, like it's not that serious. And I'm thinking, mosquito, I don't want to kill you, but please don't bite me. I'm thinking, me of all people knows it's not that serious. But I'm just like, I'm not gonna block out how I'm feeling about this, because then where's the work? Like, how am I gonna process that? How am I gonna get through that? And they're like, yeah, but it's not that serious. But my mind perceives it as something important to me. I don't know if this makes sense, but yeah, I'm just kind of stuck because like I love the mind that I have, the analytical mind, and I love caring deeply for things now because I haven't before. So I'm really like, it makes me feel alive. But obviously, in some situations, like the smallest thing will happen that my boyfriend doesn't even notice that he's done. And I'm like, but the fact that you don't notice you've done it is the problem because blah, blah, blah. And I look so deep into stuff. And I'm like, but surely that's valid. Like, this is my relationship. I'm allowed to be analytical. I'm allowed to be like, speak my truth and stuff like that. But then in the grand scheme of things, I'm like, I shouldn't have said that. It didn't matter at all. There is no conclusion to this. There is just thought process. And I don't know what to do with it. So it's just interesting. Like, is it that deep? Is it that deep? No, it's not. But it is. So it's like, how do you approach it? It's kind of like I'm trying to find that balance in between. And I wrote this in my journal today. And it was like, oh, I want to actually get it. I can't remember what it was. Let me really try and think hard because I wasn't going to crop this video. It was basically something like, how can you not sabotage something? I don't know. And I said, stop taking everything so seriously, but not neglecting it entirely. Kind of like acknowledging that you feel a type of way about it, retracting yourself from the situation, looking at this emotion from above. Is it valid? Does action need to be taken? Like, unfortunately, this is how I need to process my emotions. Some people will be like, why are you doing all these long processes and shit like that? Do you know what I mean? But like, in order for me to make the right move in this game that we all have, I guess I need to do that. Because I know nothing's serious, but I take everything so seriously now, because everything that goes on in the world around me and all of my interactions and everything that now I do and say in this present being means a lot to me, because it just means a lot. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm so far from that person before where nothing mattered at all and I had no purpose, no anything. If I'm doing something now, there's a big purpose behind that, most likely. And if I start a conversation, there's a big purpose behind that. Like, I want to start that conversation. And if it feels like it's being dismissed, then that will hurt me, and then I'll think into it, and then, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's kind of all I wanted to say today. Is it that serious? I don't know. I don't know how other people view things. Again, it depends what kind of mind you have. I've said this before, but I've got like a monkey mind, an over analytical mind, and some people don't. Some people just ride the wave and go through life. And I am riding the wave. I definitely am, in ways. And in other ways, I get stuck and I go fall under, and then I get back on the wave. So, yeah, that's that. Unedited today. This is banging. This is 7-Eleven green smoothie. See you next time.